All right, there it is. Whew! I was going like, click, 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 click. Why is this working? Oh, right. Had to hit that one. Hello, everyone, and welcome on back. How's it going? Let's just get that out of here. Another fine and wonderful day. Right? It is a day, right? Time to get a fresh start. Everything going on. As soon as I finish, popping that one section of the shoulder blades. All right. So we're just about to wrap up the work on the Koptaz here before moving on to Big Mech and Makari. Honestly, all we really need to do is just work on the Orc main bodies as well as the little bits here and there for pickup and fine-tuning. So we're going to work, first of all, on finishing up and actually meeting that this time, all the metallics. So I'm going to start with Lead Belcher. Hello, Painting by the Hills. How's it going, bud? What are you up to this day? And hello, Grey Wolf. What's going on? I'm just getting our knob pilot here painted in. I'm just picking out the more silver areas specifically. You do realize that song ends in only one way. Hey there, King Wolfie. Hey there, Grey Knight. What's going on?
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
I'ma need you to do some stretches now.
No? Why? These are commissioned for the local stall. There solid and good to go.
Nice.
You know, maybe I should take back those orc things I have gotten for you already. Like, they're just sitting there. They've been sitting there not doing anything for a couple of months now. Perhaps it's best I take them back. And hello, Painting by the Hill. What's going on? What is different combat patrol, kill team, and 40k tabletop? All three are different from one another. Thank you for bringing the boys on in there, Shiny Mew. Hope you're doing well. Combat Patrol is 40k, the tabletop game, but specifically focused with only the 500-point specific Combat Patrol force. Kill Team is a secondary game for the 40k franchise that utilizes a different rule set completely than what 40k gameplay is. And as for 40k itself, that's just the setting, whereas the tournament games and such are all based off the points utilized via agreed competition or just between each other, and use a set number of rules for all units and for the scenarios run in which you play. Just finished building some intercessors and jump. Okay, thank you to Yelny. What? Oh. Orkz. Got it. This doing okay. Checked in on family. Still can't walk without help. Oh dear. Is that the Grammy Mew or Mommy Mew? Or another Mew that I don't know about? Had to kick bash a sergeant, though, to give him different war gears, and now I have 2 squads of 5. Sounds good. There we go. Soft spots here and there. Get that cleaned up there. So looking at this squad with the chainsword's gonna looks kind of simple, and the one with the power fist has more little things, so I'm gonna paint the one with the first company veterans. Oh, paint this one as first company veterans. Sounds like a fine plan. And these are for the Emperor's spears, right? It's going to be interesting to see how you draw them up or paint them up. Just gonna white trim on the normal trim as they say in blue for the rest of the armor. Ah, I see. And it is automatically white on the Emperor's Spears, so I don't have to change that much on the trim. Uh-oh. I'm not left with 8 million pouches from the intercessors. Yeah. go. Alrighty, we're getting along swimmingly with these Koptaz thus far. Well, thus far. We'll see how far it goes. Scoot you over there. He's doing fine for now. Except just a bit more silver. Oh, I guess I should do one final bit down here too. Okay, checked on the family, still... Wait, didn't you already say that one, though, Shiny? Yeah. Oh, no. Shiny's a bot. Confirmed. Shiny's repeating everything Shiny says. Oh, no. Fight it. Fight it, Shiny. Don't be a bot. Hey there, Alex. Yes? Come on, you gotta give me a little bit, a slight bit of credit. More than, you sometimes I deserve. There, Shiny. Also, who threw a chainsaw, chain axe into Truman's house here? If you fess up now, you only lose chain axe privileges. It is I, and I brought my mates to Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White, and Monty Python search for the Holy Grails, Black Knights, and Bentham. Oh! You're doing the epic rap battle. You're doing the, let's see. The epic, what was it? Epic battle of history. Oh, it's an axe that's got chains wrapped around it. The Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. That's the one. At a certain point, I lost charm with them. I don't know. I guess it just happens every so... once they really started going and kicking off more and more, I feel like they lost that kind of zine and just zaniness that they can have. Also, I'm getting a new room soon. Getting a hobby room. Nice! It'll be the top floor right next to the window, so I'll get some good light. Very cool. Yeah, so I finally decided what I'm going to start painting my heavy intercessor's ass. And this is for your kill team, right? Gonna do Death Watch. I mean, it works. The only thing left to do is base and pin. There we go. At least the jump pack ones come pre-based. Yeah. Seeing as I just need to rock to them. Jump off, rest will be water. Hey there, Nightbug! Because of the emotes there, for a moment I thought that was, Mason. Go that way, what? Oh. Yeah, like I said, it's going good. Right now, I'm just getting some details drawn up here and there. I think he's hearing me. Yes, he is. Hello, Port. How's it going? I'm just a little bit out of it today. So I'm focusing primarily on the painting side of things as much as possible. Probably would help if I got more hydration in me. That'll definitely be a thing to help out. Thank you. Well, this means I'll have to get up and go get some more hydration then. But I'm lazy and I don't want to get up yet. Mostly because I'm in that momentary zone of painting. Wait, what's that? Ah! Ow! Just as I was about to do the spiel. Alright, fine. Hello, Raiders, and hello, Awkwardish Panda! How's it going? Ian, hello! Oh, let's give Awkwardish a shout out as quick as possible after I'm stretching. Oh, whew, how's it going? Thank you, Shiny. Great to see you there, Panda. Give me 2 minutes, BLB. Alrighty. Well, while Panda is out doing the BRBs, allow me to introduce myself to those raiders who have not come in here before and above the tabletop. I am Mike Ignis, the Devil. Richly handsome PNG VTubing statue, miniature model painter, crafter, variety game streamer, and currently orc enthusiast chopper pilot. I'm working on a local commission for my local game store, hence why I say local. I'm currently painting up the orc army for the store, or one of them at least. This is the biggest section of the commission I'm working on. Previously, I just wrapped up the 2 squads of 5 knights for the old world. That one was more for the personal armies of the store owner. He really, really likes old world. Mostly because it's fantasy, but it's been brought back, so he's really excited about that. Now, as long as they keep supplying, relatively good stuff, and i.e. new models, he'll be even happier. So yeah, just right now I'm picking out the last little bits of silver that I need to do here. Yeah. Yes, my voice did crack. Can't deny that one. Well, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. And Shiny, thank you for the lurky lurk. Hiding amongst the paints. Also, real quick, who here has played the Elden Ring DLC? Hello from Germany! Hello, Germany! I wonder how Demook's doing. Germany was kind enough to say hello. I don't know how Demook's doing. A little tired, Demook. I haven't had my morning super juice, i.e. gamer subs. So I'm a little bit... So when I don't respond to stuff, it's basically because I'm so focused on things right here in front of me at the moment. Currently sneezing my lungs out from allergies. Ooh, boy. Allergies, am I right? Hey, welcome on back, Panda. Hey, it's all good. You just wrapped up. You gotta do that self-care. As I was just telling everybody here, a little zonked out. Haven't had my morning gamer subs to kind of help jolt me awake. But I've been holding up all right. Did a bit of cleaning up and just finishing some prep for Gen Con. I have one final model to wrap up before I get fully committed to the painting competition there. And that being the final entry in the bust category. Yeah, but right now, just kind of quickly getting the last of the silver here done. Little tired, but still kicking butt. How about you, Panda? How are you holding up? I know you got a lot on your plate getting ready for Nova. I realized. But going by the canon timeline, we still have 5 years to go for the end times. The canon timeline, yes. Now, because certain things have been thrown off that may change how certain aspects go. I mean, the final confrontation with Archeon and such may actually now have to be sped up because Archeon's invasion is going to be a little messed up. Woo! Because thanks to the party's efforts, the elves and dwarves will likely be more on a united front, causing far less tension, still will be there, but far less tension in and across the battlefields and many of Warzone theaters. Doing okay, health-wise, I've been up and down, so I took it easy today and built some micro, not Legos. Yeah. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. I've been on the other end of that, where I've just been hitting the grindstone too hard. Again. You'd think I'd learn, but I don't.
Join the gang.
Love like truck! Truck-chan! Sorry. Had an isekai moment there. Anyway. Love like truck, thank you so much for the follow! Free emotes down there in the corner there for you. And I hope you've been doing well this day. I was lurking, got pulled during the raid. Yep! He might not even reach Middelheim. Well, his main invasion... Well, Archeon's main invasion force is coming from the north, so it all depends there. Hey there, Quill. I see you in... Oh, hang on. Whoop. 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 There we go. Sorry. Head ringing in the ear, so I had to get rid of it. I see you in the morning. See you. The ability to be ever present is impressive. Thank you. I try to give everybody a couple of hours in between streams, so that way everyone can just be like, relaxing. But seeing your wicked avatar and hearing your great voice, I had to give a follow. Yeah! Those models are pretty sweet. I appreciate that. These are store commission. These are above the tabletop quality minis here. I haven't really put the elbow grease into stuff in quite a while, but I want to make them look nice, for sure, as they are commissioned from my local game store. And I want to make sure that those guys be like, you know what? We need somebody who we can reliably call upon at any time for painting stuff. Woo! Orkz! Actually, that's not too far off, because I've made a few of them be drenched in a bit of red. Now you may be thinking, oh, just red paint? No. No. Kind of worried about how big Marisha will go.
Obey us, or we will piss on your pyramids!
How about I laser beam you to the moon? And you can have all the warpstone you want. Good to see you, Wordling. I'm kind of worried how big Marisha will grow. That's up to you. Also, since you technically are a succubi, sorry, you might have body manipulation abilities, so you might be able to change that kind of at will at times. Not only through the disguised person ability, but also alter self. Good luck. You're laser locked behind CrowdStrike. I am? When did that happen? I thought I blew that up. It is now. Oh! You implemented it just as we were talking about blowing it up. Gotcha. That doesn't work. Wait, no, that's illegal. It's illegal to not do it! Do you think we will ever get an official Krork model? Or will they make another board game of the War of Heavens portion of the time period? My personal vibe is no. We're not going to get a Krork model. At least not in the main game. We may see something like a Zote, or the Beastmen, where they're in an offshoot game, or a once... Hey, Isidore! We'll probably see them in a specialist game, or as a collector item. You know, like one of those limited time figures, that sort of thing. Because I don't see us getting actual Krorks. Because they're gone. Unless there's one like in Trazen's collection, the Krorks are fully just been wiped out through genetic de-evolution into the Orkz. Like, there are a few instances of their lineage still coming up in the Orkz, but that's primarily it. We're not going to see anything proper for Krorks. As much as that would be cool, also, they're incredibly tall. Aren't they like close to 8 meters or 9 meters tall? There is actually one in his collection. Oh! That would be terrifying. He does have officially one, I believe, and we got a semi-one on the Assault Moons fiasco. Yeah, that was the whole point with the War of the Beast. Because I think the Beast was... the closest thing we got to a Krork and those orcs that were with him in the higher up echelons. The beast was implied to be a near Krork. Probably the genetic lottery and such. Last old one died a while ago. Yep, the old ones are gone. There's not even one of those in Trazen's collection.
Your empire is on its knees. We shall be its death.
The beast. I mean, again, credit's due. The beast was a threat. Oh, did you see Malachi Mickelson? Oh. Wait. Malachi Mickelson has confirmed as an opportunistic fraud. Turns out he didn't invent the Goblin Hewer nor the Blimp. Only claimed he did. Oh, the Slayer. I was going, what? You might want to talk to Demuk about that one. He had orc diplomats. Imagine how funny that sounds. Well, we did get to see it actually happen with the High Lords of Terra. We show up. We told them surrender. They started screaming at us, and it's like, forget this. We out. Gonna blow you all up. Wait, what? Of course, humanity sticks its foot in its mouth. Again! There's a rumor that the Tyranids are evolved from old ones. Doubtful. Personally saying that to that one Grey Wolf. Was it during the War of the Beast? No. It was actually before then. Because for like 1,000 years or so, because the War of the Beast took place, what was it? Nearly, was it 2,000? Not 2,000 years, it was too far. Like 200 plus years. Long enough that that the Primarchs have been gone for a time being. And that the first one really to show back up was Vulcan, because they found him. On accident. Vulcan disappeared in the War of the Beast. Yes, but he'd already been gone before then. So it was a rediscovery of a Primarch. The first one that ever happened. Latest Old World Almanac articles, Warhammer community. Oh, Old World. Like gameplay-wise, I'm interested when the Chaos side comes out, but ultimately it's like, to the narrative. Dawn is not gone. He is just reinforcing a sandpit for some children's playground somewhere. That, or he's hiding out in the Imperial Palace as somebody dressed up in custodian guard armor. Remember, we all make recons in the heat of the prophet, Jimbo. Who's Jimbo? Is that one of the execs at Games Workshop? If so, I dislike them. Most likely Primarch to come back is Russ. Seeing the Primarchs at the moment, they have come back at sales with First Ultramarines, the Postal Boys, Dark Angels being the second most collected Space Marine chapter. Well, it didn't hurt that for the longest time the Dark Angels were actually pretty darn beast in the game itself. As for which one comes back next, we have the politician slash statesman. We have the War Master, essentially, in the form of the Lion. So what do we need next? Or what does the Imperium need or should have? You have the leadership, you have the command. So what would be the next best thing? Honestly, I feel it's either Dawn is a possibility. The other one, too, is also Korax. Defense or production? Both. I am defensively producing all our needs of construction. I am reinstalling the palace. Don't do that. I am reinstalling the palace! So, Dawn or Vulcan? Well, we do not always note that Corvus Corax actually did care for people. He was an emotional, crazy person at times, but he is one of the ones who is also very much at core a staunch defender of humanity. Plus, that also means we get a tease for Lorgar being the next Demon Primarch to come back. Which wouldn't be fun. Isn't Korax basically confirmed to be an Imperial Demon at this point, or however you want to call it? Yeah, he's, in his own right, ascended? Because he can be that monstrous being. As according to Lorgar, he's thrown off the shell of humanity. But Corvus would argue that. You're no longer human. I never was properly, but at my heart I am. You, on the other hand, you threw it all away. And again, Korax beat the ever-loving out of, out of Lorgar, and Lorgar ran away. Oh no, if they bring back Lorgar before Fulgrim here, I'll be impressed by the bulls on the company to think that that's a solid plan. After all the teasing. Now, my biggest concern / wonder is if they're actually going to give us a 40k plastic Fulgrim model, or if they're just going to be lazy and use only the Forge World one they've made. I.e. their pre-existing model for him. Because I really feel that's the most GW move here. Like, they're not going to change that, but they will make new character models. For, like, Empress children named folk. That still deserves a stone thrown through the GWHQ. I will neither confirm nor deny my thoughts on that. The reason I say the thing about Marisha, though, is because at the moment she does not have the ability to change her body to that extent, and due to how the ability works, she still has a default form she reverts to for whatever reason. She is forced to revert. She grew a bit in the 5 years on Malice, more than she ever did when puberty hit. Well, again, accepting and rolling with the side that's been denied or locked up this whole time. All the lame Primarchs getting cool plastic kicks when Danny Fulgrim, the most handsome fella ever, gets resin. Resin's easier to manipulate. Oh, and I'm gonna take a quick break to go get some of those refreshments. B.O.B. All right. Panda doing some full lurking. Sounds good. Have a billion things to work on because my partner is working overtime this weekend. Oh, great. Thank you. straight beside my office, but I gotta go, like, clean other rooms. Panda has slipped from this dimension. A friend of mine said a chainsword is an oversized bone saw. I mean, technically, but you're more likely to be better off getting one of those lawn care chainsaws, the ones with the extra long arms and the engine on the ends. Basically, those are chain glaives. Hey there, Gone. How's the spider lady? Well, the throne is coming along quite nice. I need to get it properly finished up, but it's just sitting off in the corner there. As for the rock and roller... Uh-oh. She's disappeared on me. Ah, great, she must be out on tour again. You mean an eviscerator? No, chain glaive. Eviscerator is a great sword version of a chainsword as a longsword. You take rocker out on stage, but you never take stage. You can take the rocker out of stage, but you never take the stage out of the rocker. Pretty much. A stick with a chain sword on the end of it. Yeah, it was utilized primarily by the Night Lords. Go look up Jago Sevatar. That was his primary weapon. And he used it to help him beat, Sigismund. Well, truth be told, he used pocket sand, but in the end it was that. And hello there, Wanderer! I'm building a lieutenant for my Marines Malevolent. Oh, someone's gonna be malevolently hating on the Imperium. Good on you. All right, let's see here. I need to give. There we go. Am I keeping the bases fairly simple? Yep. I'm mostly going to be doing a bit of a mud bit. Maybe throw on a little bit of green flak and call it good. Right now, I'm just going to go through and paint up their vests and shirts. Nice, dude. I'm cooking up a project of my own that may or may not require me to borrow a brand new airbrush from my local model shop. Gotta go to sleep. All right, Dimuk. Talk to you later. I can't airbrush the heads white separately now. I mean, that's what you gotta do when they're still on the sprue. Honestly, with the right set of clips here and there on the sprues, they're actually really good for spray painting / working on pots, then gluing it all together. Just keep the heads off body and paint them separately. Yep. It's usually where you see individuals basically using paper clips or such on little cork pieces to keep the heads upright. Basically like their own little micro model holder. I've yet to try painting on the sprue. It's not difficult. It's a little awkward just because of the positioning at first, but it's kind of like what I'm doing here, rotating the model around, being able to get to everything on there. The biggest thing you just got to be aware of is that you're going to have to clip off parts of it at the ends and cover that spot up after you fully paint it. If anything, I'd say it's best to do for priming, because then you still have a good grip on some sections of models and can just easily go done. And he's gonna need a different one. And for you, yeet! At least the ones that cover the entire chest. I prefer helmets over bear heads. I've been working on the bear heads, mostly so that way I can get the practice in for actually painting eyes as well as better skin tone work. Well, one, they're a little more rounded than wolf snoots, so they're a little bit more flat. I got an easy build in First Marine with a bear head. I'm using him as practice. Fair enough. Bear heads break immersion for me. I like the full melee build. You mean the assault intercessors? I also got the combat arena, lair of the beast. Ooh. Not familiar with that one myself there, Wanderer. Just to repack the Blackstone Fortress with one Blood Angel. Huh. Wait, is that the one? Hang on. Ah, you're right. Yep. That's their other... Yeah, that's a new one I've not heard of. They were doing one with a new Crusader, the Rogue Trader. Yeah, no, that's... That's one of the Ratlings. There's the Man of Iron. There's the Eldar Sniper. And then they took one of the Space Marine heroes. Oh, it's actually... Looks like it's the Amble, along with a few others, and then a Space Marine. Oh, they're fully assembled and ready to go. Who would have thought? Huh. Easy to build. Alright. Bonds and Noble exclusive. Oh, that's why I haven't seen it. Because it's on Bonds and Nobles. It's kind of like how Target has the Space Marine 2 official board game. I.e., here's 2 squads of Hormagaunts and Titus. So, what are the forces? Well, you got the Termagants, and then and some Ripper Swarms, and then you have Titus. How good's Titus? After you kill an opponent, after you kill an enemy model, no, it's Termagants. You're right. After you kill an enemy model, roll a d6 on a 3, 4, 5, or 6. You get a wound back. Titus is... If they gave some model that in 40k, holy shit. That's a unique sort of it will not die rule. That book sucks. Again, if you're just wanting to get the Titus model, that's what you do. Now, if you want to get some fairly cheap Termagants, it's also not a bad one. New Dante rules confirmed. Oh, I get what you're saying there now. I was like, what? Why would Dante get some new rule? Oh, right. Oh, because they're easy to kill and they're the swarm enemy. They're also the thing you fight the most as far as, like, just Tyranid units go in Space Marine 2. Okay, what's the most fought Tyranid unit in that game? Hormagaunts? Alright, this is where I'm just gonna be nitpicky and not really caring about the specifics here, Alex. But they're basically the same thing. One's a melee, one's a shooting. So ultimately, to me, they're the exact same thing. It's like all the intercessor nonsense. Here's an intercessor, huh? Here's an assault intercessor. You just gave him a chainsaw. Here's a jump pack intercessor. It's the assault intercessor, but with a jump pack. As a nerd, I completely disagree, but it's fine. Hey, that's fine. You can disagree with me on that because it is, as you're going to, as it is true, a technicality because they are two different things. However, much like I was pointing out there with the assault intercessors, it's just down to terminology and such. You can easily interchange parts or just the clause here. Important, all right? One's British, the other's an American bug. Okay, fair enough. You got me there. One's the proper, oi, mate, I'll have you, shing! Whereas the other one, right, you're dead, bang! Sorry, I'm alive. Oh god, we're all doing the pushing up the glasses bit here. Technically, same body, different weapons. Then again, that kind of fits into a lot of the NIDS models. Most specifically, like things like the High Tyrant / Swarm Lords, or even the Norn Emissaries. Well, we got taken out. All right, load up into a different body. Go, go, go! Oh god, they're just bio-organic cyborgs. Forget. Again, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with Space Marine 2. I just wish that we'd have better secondary games. Like these sort of things that we're talking about here. Space Marine 2, the board game. The Barnes & Noble arena game. Like, those sort of things really feel like, oh, we could really... Like, when they even announced that whole Dark Tide box... Had they actually made unique things for it and kind of just teased people with it where you could get them, it would have been great. Help get people more interested, make them go to other stores, things that aren't technically tied in with GW directly, so they can get commission, or better yet, just paid stuff from those companies. But the problem is they just went the cheap route and just pulled models from already existing kits and slapped them in there. Vermintide box will be cool. I mean, I'm going to be very surprised on what they're going to do with a Vermintide box. Already got it. Wait. Hold up. Are we pulling my leg on that one, or is that a legit thing? Like, a legit Vermintide box. I need to make sure about that one. Nah. Darn it! No. The pre-order for Space Marine 2 is fine. That's good, Cat. Alex was making a joke saying, the Vermintide box will be cool, as if they were announcing they've made a Vermintide board game based off the games. The video games, Vermintide and Vermintide 2. So, I was like, wait, what? That's where I was on about. All right, we got the little binds there done. All right, we need to get his piece here done. Let's go ahead and mix a little bit of red and Doombull brown. I think it would be. The only thing would be, of all the models in there, they would have to make custom Ubersreich 5 models, and I don't see them doing that. What I see them is taking models from Dark City and using those for the Ubersreich faction members. Maybe even pulling out some stuff from Old World and throwing it in there as well. Heck, that's probably where we'd probably get a few of the models.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Shawty got me hooked, girl, I'm hooked on you. Feel so good, like a dream come true. Yeah, girl, you show me love that a nigga never knew. One of
Yep.
them things that a nigga never do. Put ice on.
Whoop. One squad done and built. Just one more to... Nobody heard that. Oh, no, we all heard it. It's just that... Alright, well... That's it's fine for the music to say it. Others, not so much. Besides, we're playing royalty-free music, so... I know, I was joking. Okay, cool. Like, I've seen conversion guides on what models are needed to make the Ubersreich 5. There we go. I sent you a list from some point, I'm pretty sure. Go. It looks like I messed up the silver on the spikes there. Need to just fix those up real quick. Oh. There we are. Here's a cool. There's a cool idea for DLC campaign for Space Marine 2 where you play as Titus while he was playing the Death Watch, and it disappeared instantly upon touching the ground. I mean, the opening section for that is going to be fun. It's also given me, thanks indeed part to those leaks, I now know how I'm going to be building out that squad when I get there. Just need to figure out who the pilot was. A Black Templar, Space Wolf, and Blood Angel. From what I can tell, they are veterans of the Death Watch, so their equipment was basically down to close combat weapons and bolters. The Space Wolf, Ulfar, seemed to have a power sword. Yeah, there's a Blood Angel, but there's a Black Templar who during the opening mission is already, unfortunately, dead, much to my chagrin. He has a virus bomb that you have to grab and take. Calistros, the Blood Angel, is the last one you find, but Ulfar, the Space Wolf, gets got by a warrior pretty epically. It's the first opening of it, and that's just the minor things to it. We also knew that they weren't going to be there. As far as spoilers ultimately go, that sort of stuff, like, unfortunately, those spoilers have been out there. And if you don't hear them from me now, you would have heard from me. What did you say the wolf's name was? Ulfar. Ulfar. Probably the similar spelling of the name, but not the same character. At least not that I think. Okay, so not the same guy. Cool. Yeah, that's how his name's spelled. Could just be another Ulfar. It's not like they don't have the same names for multiple individuals. Gabriel Angelos, Gabriel Seth. Yeah, it's a Space Wolf, so. I mean, there was Sergeant Titus of the First Company. And then we have Lieutenant Titus now, after Captain Titus. I mean, there was back in the day, there was Sergeant Titus. He was a sergeant of the First Company in Terminator armor. Yep. Again, they'll reuse names where needed. A centralized naming scheme, i.e. such of... Culturally speaking, in 40K, there's a bunch of variants. Pretty much every human-based culture. So they draw from old world / Terra names a lot of times as well. That or from the original chapter, the Legion's origins. You're a devil, right? Yes. Alright, first of all, what's the setting? Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder. And what is the circle you're sending them to? That latter part is highly important. Well, he did. Save him, jeez! Leroy, you are just dumb as hell. At least I have chicken. So, random question, but since they are very underrated, what's your favorite 40k flyer? Right now, because I actually was researching it for using as a list, Storm Talon. Ooh, a Thunderhawk. Good choice. Stormbird would have been my old favorite. Corvus Blackstaff me. Ooh, that's a good choice, too. I just prefer the support air backup. There we go. I also need to give his face a touch up real quick. I wish there was a plastic Thunderhawk for the same size as the resin one. I mean, that would be nice. Remember when they used to tease that? Back when they were teasing stuff for the sisters and a few others. One of the blue boxes they had when Duncan was talking about that stuff was a clock that said Storm Thunderhawk Plastic. Stormbird. All 13 of them! Oh, man. I would purposely buy one of those off you. Or ask if that we were ever a commission thing. If I could actually, as part of the payment process, let me take off this, and can I have one? God, that would be so much fun to have a Stormbird. I actually was modifying one for the purposes of a in-system narrative for a either tabletop campaign or TPRPG campaign for Deathwatch or something, where that's the given a micro warp drive, so it could go quickly between worlds. Hey there, Random Salamander. Salamander. Ugh. I'm new to Warhammer, and I want to play Imperial Knights. Perfect, actually. I'm going to be starting up a list for them soon enough. But I don't know whether they're good to paint for beginners, but I have a few models from Warhammer, like Space Marine. So the Space Marines will be your generic go-to model, because there's so many of them, and they'll be easy enough to push the fits. Another option, if you want to start kind of testing the waters of how to paint an Imperial Knight, Knights are cool, is actually Legion Imperialis, because they have most of the Knights currently in a micro form. They won't be as easily disassembled / in multiple parts like the actual size Knight. You'll get them separate from the arms, head, a couple of the armor plates here, and then this top part. But Knights are a lot of fun to paint, due in part to their size. Hang on a second. I have an idea of how I could paint them. I want to make them like Evangelion. Oh, perfect. Actually, hilariously enough, that's kind of what this color scheme here is all like. But this is based off the Joker that I was doing. But yeah, real quick for kind of a size reference here. Let's see here. Where is it good? No, not that one. Where I just... Ow, there she is. So here's a Sister of Battle, one of the new ones, if you've seen them or seen anybody work with them. Moderately sized. Then you get something like an Imperial Knight, which is like the Valiant here. Far larger. The components of the shin, thigh, crotch, helmets, shoulders, and upper plates, along with the arms here, so the shoulders there. Those are all separate, and you can glue them on after, so it makes it to where you can do the underside of that model in a metallic color of your choice very easily. I know armatures are 4 times the size of Space Marine. Yeah, I could say that. There is a Warlord Titan that's the size of a 2-year-old. Yeah, they get kind of ridiculously big in many a sense. Yeah, no, Knights are a fun project to work on, and recently, in fact, I had a poll go to see, hey, what army do you want to see next? And I asked either for Grey Knights or Imperial Knights, and the community said Imperial Knights. So, the next force, 1K, right? Sub goal was a Warlord? I believe so, yeah. For 1K if we get to 1,000 subscribers, then I will get a Warlord Titan and paint it up in the color scheme chosen by the community. But we have to get to that point. Now, if we get to 2,000, I'll actually make a Legion Imperialis force out of actual Titans. And probably Imperial Knights, just because I would want Imperial Knights. How many subs do we need right now? 959. Oh, as far as we are right now for subs, 41. But we would need 959 more subs. I'm not new to Warhammer setting, but before I started Imperial Knights, I had like 30 Space Marines I hadn't painted. Yeah, Cat, we're only at 41. We need, for 1,000 subscribers, we need to get 959 more subscribes. And let's see here. At about $600 a pop, take about half that. Yeah, 1,000 would cover the basis of it. The Warlord is so far away. That's why it's such a high goal. Question, Micah. Alrighty. Thank you, Slimovo, for the subscription with Prime. This is greatly appreciated and helps out the channel quite a lot. Also, it's nice to know that Slime Marble's got our back. Does buying view bots and gifting 1K subs
Hydrate,
also
you
work?
bastard! Hydrate!
Okay, first of all, no view bots, and then gifting 1K subs also work. If you're gonna be doing that, no. You still going to do the idea you mentioned a while back, chat members as minis? I mean, if people want that to happen, sure, but we haven't really gotten to that point. Oh, he's lurking in the background. I think commissioning a Warlord Titan would be cheaper. Well, we have to have somebody who's going to commission that there, cat. And currently, that is not a commission I have lined up. And over! That was for a Death Watch project that I was going to be doing. Still am. It's just right now other things have taken the priority. It's just a lot of money. Money, money, money. But yes, it is. There's a Grey Wolf. Why are you hiding? You're fine. You don't need to hide. So what's the idea again? I just paint up a Death Watch Marine as described by community members. The idea was that I would put together squads and such, and depending on how many chose what, would determine how many squads it would be for that and what the army would look like. If you want a Warlord Titan, start working on an oil rig. There's a lot of money to be earned. Having seen the game, Stillwater... Hang on. Yeah, Still Wakes the Deep. Having seen that, I would prefer to avoid working on an oil rig.
Howdy.
Sorry, had to close out a spare window. Do you remember the model I linked you about a week or so ago? I faintly remember. Let me go double check. Oh, darn it, where is it? I've been messaging a lot of people, so I have to... Yep, there it is. Oh, it wasn't in the DM. It was on here. Now that I'm thinking on it, Cal, unfortunately I can't think of it right now. I didn't delete it. Would have told me that part there if I had. So I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Where'd it go? Son of a... That was one of the videos I was closing down because I was going to watch that a video of his before we started the stream for that, Alex. heard that Micah. I can recognize Rubik's Raptor from anywhere. Howdy! Well, that one came out an hour ago, so that would have definitely been the one then. I think Rubik's is doing another armor mission themed in 40K. Oh, it was in the Whispers. That's probably where it was. Nope. Never mind, it wasn't there. No, you did not send me this one. There, Cal. I do not remember this one. You might have sent it to somebody else and thought it was me. Because I do not remember receiving this one from you. Because that looks like that is a unique looking Warhound Titan, essentially. Super cheap, too. Actually, I think I've seen some of these. Yeah, I've seen these ones on 3D Cult. Yeah. Huh. Well, these ones look really good. The company has a lot of cool minis too. Yeah, no, I've seen them on there. I think I've liked a few of them. And would love to get them for prints. Ah! How the goof do you sound exactly like Rubik's? I love his videos. A lot of work. I'm in Scotland, where the game's set. I might be the main character if I work on the Royal Rig. I gotta say, I actually appreciate Kaz as a character in that game. He's not a fool and is just trying to survive. Also, Roy, best bud. The voice acting too in that game is incredible. Also, another reason I could do Rubik's is hello so well, listening to it a few times, but also trying to mimic it myself. Howdy! So, we got ourselves into another situation again. Do you do any VA work? Yes, I do! A lot of it's been kind of, has been minor stuff for some other VTubers and such. I actually just did some comic dub lines for Secret Ninja. He asked me to do some voice work, so did that. And I'm also going to be working... I'm currently also working on an origin story video for myself. So, that'll be a thing that'll come out down the line. Not too much longer. In Arma 3, I downloaded a lot of 40k mods. Now I can pilot Imperial Knights, Warhound Titans, and play as a Space Marine. You can probably also play as Orkz, and also pick up some of the weapons of Imperial Knights. Oh, that's been a fun one. I'm picking it up. You can't loot that. Holy shit! Don't tell me what I can't do! Would you be a DM for a Death Watch campaign? Yes. Do you want me... Do I have to write the DM? Do I have to write the campaign? Or would it be some of the modules? Wait, what? I just have to make the time and or know that I've got players set up. Death Watch campaign. Yeah. Whether that be something in the likely on the Discord or done up here. You would maybe write it. Okay, cool. I've already got one planned. I've got several planned out because I used to run it for me and my local lads. So I actually do have several ideas. I just have to modify them. My internet has peaked. Tell me more! What's Death Watch campaign? So back in the day, I'd say almost, I don't know how many years ago now, the game company Fantasy Flights made the TTRPG Death Watch for GW, along with Only War, Black Crusade, and Dark Heresy. So basically elements of 40k as a role-playing game, using the D100 system. And Death Watch was one of the more popular ones because you play as a Space Marine. Nowadays, it's Wrath and Glory, but for the longest time, Fantasy Flight was basically running the shot as far as playing in the realm of 40k. They eventually stopped supporting it and then went with it, so... It's okay. It's a D6 system, wherein which you only roll D6s for everything, and you have to get above a certain number, like I think it's like 4. So it's a 50-50, but you roll a 4 or 5, it counts as a point. Roll a 6, it's 2 points. You basically just have to beat the threshold, i.e. set number by the GM, and you succeed. There's more to the mechanics, but it's okay. It had flaws. They fixed several of them, but it's still flawed, but a lot of fun. Did you know Death Koptarz have really good melee? I mean, they're strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage. Last I checked. Which ain't bad against infantry, which, truth be told, is something they'd be flying towards. Is Warhammer Fantasy roleplay fun? I haven't had enough experience with it personally, so I can't give you a solid yay or nay. I know that the newest one they've made is based, I want to say, in the same system or thereabouts to that of Wrath and Glory.
Obey
Hey there,
us, or we will piss on your pyramids!
I hate that they keep thinking I'm a pyramid. I may be a staple of the community here, but I'm a statue, goddammit. I'm not a pyramid! Mostly because I don't run pyramid schemes, unlike the Skaven.
Yes, yes, buy into Wolf's crypto! Perfectness! Yes, yes! Guaranteed never fail! Market always booming!
Mike, give me the soup of information on the Death Watch game. I don't have anything on the soup of information for it.
Prepare to die!
I was only asked about it by Grey Wolf. Thank you, V. I could easily look it up. Here we go. Yeah, melee is pretty darn good for the Deff Koptaz. 6 attacks at hitting on 3s, strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage. Definitely find a way of pumping it up. Plus, they have the Death from above! Doing a charge move. I look like a Ponzi man if I had to guess. What? I'm telling you all, I'm legit. Legit, I say. I ain't Ponzi nobody. Except for the fawns.
Blindsided, I trusted, fell for you. What a stupid thing to do. Blindsided, high hopes, but
To be honest, I want to do a marine.
moment you lied to me.
I think I know which way you're referring to that, but I'm just going to leave it be. That's like halfway in the water, holding his gun above his head. Ah! The walking through the lake/river method. Makes sense. Be very interesting to see. And doable. You just have to be a little bit careful with how the base is constructed. You guys may have mentioned it already, but did you guys hear about the CrowdStrike outrage? Huh?
Blindsided, misguided, led astray, trusted too easy. Blindsided, strung out on the smallest string, had me questioning everything.
Huh. AV company caused major outages of computers systems across the world. Pfft, joy. Huh. I had not heard of that, V. Mostly because if stuff was out, like, oh, my computer system's down. I was not on my PC for a good chunk of yesterday. At least during the main probably points where it was being affected, if it was at all. There's that. There we go. They say it might be the largest IT outage in history. Huh. That'd be a first, that IT actually is there to do the job. Johnny on the spot. Most time when I would have to call IT, it would basically be like, please hold. Somebody hit update when they weren't supposed to. Majority of Windows computers blue screened across the world. Wow. Well played on that one, guys. Even hospitals and airports. Yeah, no, that's a problem. That's a major problem. It would definitely cause an issue across the whole of the world, as it was. Because let's face it, if all of a sudden you have to be grounded, Skynet has finally happened. No, if Skynet finally happened, we wouldn't be here on the stream today. Want to know what's the creepiest audio you can find on a recording device? Okay. From 3 billion to 1 billion in an hour.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
All right, I'll hydrate. Isn't that creepy? I mean, in the sense of a... sure. But I can definitely think of something a little bit weirder.
Hey, I know the world doesn't feel so right. We all are so scared of our lives. So many monsters on the side. And we don't just wanna die, but we need to pick ourselves and move. Could say it's gonna end all so fine. We have to.
Good to see you, by the way, Hellman. Hope you've been doing all right. And the person that pressed the wrong button that made this happen is probably never going to get the job ever again. I mean, at this point, it's damage is done, and it's like, who knew that was going to happen? Like, if they fire the person, okay, fair enough. But at that point, it's like, well, shiza. Like, What could you do? If clearly this update or whatever it was that caused this was just, well, it's an error code. Well, why did it go through? We put it through because it wasn't an error code until it processed. What? If that person's still alive. Oh no, they don't work at Boeing. They're fine. Well, they didn't even test the software, they just uploaded it. See, that's the problem, is that's more on the bosses. If they fire the employee, it's like, well, that'll fix the problem. You caused this by not doing your job. Get the fuck out. Well, I go now to learn about Deathwatch RPG. You know, we joke about the Boeing thing, but it's scary that it's happened. The fact that it's happened multiple times is the scariest part. Like, it keeps... Like, we joke about the whole, yeah, whistleblowers go, whoa, and disappear. The fact it continues to happen is the scariest thing. Why is this not... How is this happening, and why are you not protecting these people as well as can be? Ow. Trying to think about what I'm going to do next for these colors, as well as put a specific... Where's the eviscerator? There he is. There we go. Right. Move that light as well. Have a good one all, and remember, the Inquisition is always watching. I thought it was the Inquisition was always farting. God dang it. Yeah, no, the birds are, the upper portions are done, so let's go ahead and move on to working on these bases here. So you know that they say they have you have two wolves inside you? I think one ate the other. Oh, so both my wolves go. Keeps happening because it's involved in it involves an entity designed to only do two things: increase shareholders' values and maybe actually make money. To an entity like that, most people are expendable serfs. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so first off, starting with Thunder Brown, as this is going to be going on to the trees and such. I mean, yes. Well, Mozart had a whole mess of them inside him, and that's why he's called Wolfgang. Now I understand that boo far better. Hey, wait a minute. If that's the reason why he was called Wolfgang, then what about Johann Sebastian Bach? I'm gonna get lasered.
Oh, you're gonna get lasered.
Because then you made me think of one. There we go. Get the trees there painted in. The rest is all rebar. And well, we do have a wood sign over here, so I can just go ahead and paint that on here.
Why is it flying so close to the ground? Cause if I was gonna crash and burn, I'll watch to be able to walk away from the burn. What about the crash? It's about to happen anyway, regardless.
I've decided to call my Stormcast army the Approaching Storm. Alright, Edgelord Virgil. You gonna be playing some, sick beats to that, or what? My mind has a lot of memes and a lot of references loaded into it because of the internet stuff. I'm prepped and ready to go! Is that? Help, I am starting to question my life. What did you buy? Or more accurately, what are you painting there, cat? I didn't buy anything. Oh. Sorry. I thought you were questioning your life because of, like, a model or something. Glad to hear you picked your brand
I'm
of
gonna
only
need you
essentials.
to do some stretches now.
Christian was able to get a girlfriend. I still can't find any brushes. I would not. No. No. Do not bring up that individual. I find that that individual is not worth talking about. Basically, it's the person that created the character Sonic Chew and is just basically refuses to come out of the world of delusion, and several court cases. Several horrible court cases. Insanity defenses are pretty darn good, man. Love, I think, is a context in this particular case that I think you could stretch out very, very far. Did he get declared insane? I have no idea. Last I had heard, got out on bonds, but that was like months and months ago. So if the most recent court case is done and has got 1 year in jail, we'll see what happens. And I'm going to ask you to stop talking about this now. I don't choose to believe any of that bullshit in this regard, and I'm just going to let it be its own thing. It's not something that is going to be important to me. Yes, I would like to hear about them, Wordling. Quickly! Alright, we're almost finished with the basing here in Rhinox Hide. Essentially, the most interesting parts that happened was my general got wounded. He turned into a frenzied murder machine, and 2 squads of clan rats that would not die because they kept getting reinforced every round, making up for the losses they had taken. That's a nice little trick. And or ability. Well, what is the knight, I guess, that's between a Warhound and Imperial Knight? There's a couple of them. There's the Lancer, there's the Castigator, and then there are... I want to say there's one more. Let's see, Lancer, Castigator, and... what was its name? God. Oh, right. The Archeon, and then also the Atropos, but that one's the Mechanicus-aligned one? I think that one's still on Forge World / Resin. So heads up, it's about to start. Painting, painting, painting along the base. Polly, I think it's the twice las cannon destroyer one. What? Which knight has that? The Cossus pattern and the Tristus pattern are resin kits that are closer to Titans, but the Volcano pattern, the Volcano Bolter, would shred them. I mean, you're right. They're all the Atreus and I think it's more the Asterius and the Pufferon, because that's the one you're talking about for the for the. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really want to get that one. Twin conversion beam cannons. Twin link, sustained hits, hit C3. Strength 16, AP minus 2, 6 damage flat. It's gonna hurt. A lot. Yeah, no. The Polypheron is probably going to be one of the deadliest ones. I've become Death, Destroyer of Worlds. Polypheron has 4 laser cannons. Yeah, that's the one that I was thinking of. That's the one that's currently out on... or Eden of Legion Imperialis. I don't think the other one I listed off has one yet. You are correct, Ray Wolf. They are independent of Titan Legions. That would be the one. Sorry, just burping out there just a wee bit. Oop. Hang on. Forgot to get the inside of the thruster on one of these. There we go. Yeep! Mind speed, gotta get these lightning bolts emblems for their power, for the transform box they are filled in. Think Miss Panda has a file for Titan? I know they have STL files for them out there. Stands about 4 feet tall. Like, that's not the in-between between a knight and a titan at that point. That is a titan. Noted. I think the Forge World one for the Proferon is like maybe 1.5 feet in height. For the Forge World resin one. Halfling Hot Pot is. Is that a reference to a Dungeons and Dragons Warhammer Fantasy bit? Because I know halflings had like a cooking pot or something for one of their Warhammer models, or Blood Bowl maybe. The only Titan there isn't a model for the Imperator Titan. That and the War Master Titan now, technically. Well, the War Master Titan has one for Legion Imperialis, so no. Yeah, it's the Warhammer Fantasy Artillery Beast. Yeah, no, it's a boiling cauldron full of stuff that they use, and that's their ranged weapon down in the moot. Highly doubt they will make a War Master Titan since they haven't made their money yet from the War Lore Titan. Depends on how many are sold, and if not enough are being sold, then no. I mean, if they did the War Master in a limited release volume, that would be something. But I agree with you. I highly doubt we'd ever see that. Yeah, no, I would definitely work towards getting that one. As much as I want a Warlord Titan, I like the War Master more. I mean, you basically have to do that at that point. There's that. Well, it seems I'm done painting for today. Seems I lost my last brass rod under the bed. Oof. Means the Warlord is about 1850, just the body, and the War Master would most likely be 25 for the body alone. At its height, probably, with all the resin necessary to create that sucker. Oof. For the cost of a War Master Titan in full, you can make an entire chapter or company easily of Space Marines. Heck, probably even a full regiment of Guardsmen. Looks like I'm going to need to start playing the lottery. A lot of people do for if they want to get some models like that. Alright. Reckon out the XV88. This will be for the seat cushion that all these lads are sitting on. I think W messed up because I swear I only ordered one pot of Lutheran Blue, but I got 4. Double check the order sheet. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if they messed up. They've done that quite a bit when sending models and such out. Heck, I'm surprised you didn't get anything brand spanking new sent to you. Like how they did with the Praetors for the Horus Heresy, for the Sons of Horus. How they did with Dante. How do you think I got my Warhounds?
Really?
I only ordered 2, and I got 6! Now, should I say 6 extra, or... Because gods. Imagine if you order in mass the number of war... About 60 gears, got ordered 4, and somehow I got 8. Oh, that one's easy then. Someone filled out the shipping list, but forgot to track that it had been filled in, so some poor other worker came across the sheets, realized, oh, gotta order that one out too, redid it. I also got a paint that I didn't even order. Wow, these guys just really love bleeding money. I'll be honest, if I were to ever order Warhound Titans and get additional Warlord Titans, not Warhound Titans, Warlord Titans, and get an additional one amongst the ones I ordered, I'd be like, don't say anything to the companies, but say something to another individual and say, hey, this is going to get done, but I got this, so I'm going to keep this one. Because it's technically free. Well, that was odd. What was odd was when I went back to the store where I ordered it from and told them, they were like, okay, you got free, keep it. Yeah, no, they usually tell me that. When I got a package doubled up sent to me for, well, one got lost in the mail, so they sent it to me, and then I messaged them back saying, hey, I don't feel right about this. I want to know if I can send it back.
Oh, yeah.
To which they said, no, keep it. That was old Dreadnought stuff. Like, a missed thing of a Warhound, of a Warlord Titan, though. The Warhounds there, good lords. Like, I ordered the Glow, Medium, Mournfang, Fenris Grey, ordered it once. Got 2 Balthasar Gold, Baneblade Brown, Lutheran 4. Huh. Wow. Really sounds like GW needs to invest more in their shipping and labeling department. Maybe even pay the warehouse employees. And not just sell them stock. This happens a lot with paints. Huh. There's that. And good. We already had that seat done. Oh, wait. Didn't get this one. As we've been establishing here from all this here, Cat, it sounds like they are just throwing stuff in there. Probably because the coding system and ordering system set up in the warehouse is probably fucked. And honestly, I could definitely believe that one. I also wouldn't be surprised if if they shrunk the departments down to such a degree that, oh yeah, no, the crews are overworked, they have a lot going on, and therefore we also have an old system that requires 3 additional people per one here. We used to have a staff of 30, now we're down to 10. And we're making them do everything. Or 4 Mark 6 shoulders with Archangels, and I got 3 set of Iron Warrior heads. Emailed them, said they should keep, if I should keep it or return it to the store for credit, and ship me the whole need. Hey there, Phaedros. What's going on? Excuse me. Hey, Bunko. Good to see you. Played some Age of Sigmar Spearhead today. Game went super quick. Ended up losing 22-20. Hey, it's a good game though. Competitive back and forth if you're getting that many points, if that points were that close. My Emperor Spears look good. Not a single drop of paint. But I already have 10 Marines, 5 jump pack Marines, Blade Guard, and 2 characters, and a Lance still on order. Being shipped. Ah! Ooh, excuse me just a moment. The little devil's room is calling, so I'll be right on back. I promise. I am back. I'm so tired of these bots.
Everybody!
Sapphire, are you okay? But yeah, I was talking about 3... Ooh, that's a good bit of setup time. Oh, including setup. Yeah, no, that's actually a really good time. Isn't Spearhead the 500-point game style? Or is that close to 1,000 points? Also, hope you're doing alright, Sapphire. Save for all the bots. Ow! What did I do? I'm gonna slide into bed and do a nap. Alrighty, cat. See you later on. It was bots. I didn't see anything stating that bots had assailed us. Hey, welcome back, Nodens. Made it back in time to at least say hi. Well, I'm not going anywhere for the next little while. I've still got these choppers here to finish up. Mostly just getting the seat cushions here painted up again. It was bots. They were DMing me. My uncle has a channel that helps channels like you. Cool. Block. Ah, yeah. I've had a few of those. That's why I turned hyperlinks, surprisingly enough, when I turned hyperlinks, blocker on, most of the bots that I've had have been few and far between now. Because they keep trying to send links. I don't know if that'll help you out in the private messages, but I have not been receiving them since then. You didn't link anything. Don't know then. All you could do in that regard is keep on applying. That or become an official bot slayer. Get hired on to somebody's stuff just to go around and slay the bots. No idea. But I wonder if there would actually be a job that would require a lot of siphoning through comments and finding bot accounts to just then delete them. It's not like they have that department at Twitter anymore. Lord knows if they did, would actually be a better site. Bots are one reason why I'm hesitant to get back into streaming. You just get a solid crew. You find those that are solid that you want to have these your mods, and just make them do, cover for you. They shouldn't be. They don't bother me all that much anyway. It comes down to the individual. Go. There's been 2 isolated instances, like 12 hours, out of like zillions. Yeah. What can I say? The other main reason I feel like a bother to people when I stream. How so? Now we get them shaded, and that will do for, well, the majority. I mean, that's kind of what you have to do, though. You're an entertainer. It's not that you're bothering people, it's that people want to come and watch you. They want to come in and see what you're doing. Like, that's not a negative, that's a positive. Go. Simple answer, I do like 3 main things. Pokemon care breaks, Pokemon on game streams, and mini painting. Care breaks, poke on game streams, and mini painting. And when I did this last year and then went 5 years prior, I just felt like I was bothered. Meh. So remind me about gacha games. Are they basically... I know it's a style, and I know the whole kind of theme to them, I think, is where you basically do the farm thing to get stuff to get unlocks, i.e. to roll slash... you open a box or something, if I recall correctly, because it's like Genshin Impact and... Honkai Star Road. Stuff like that. Those are gacha games. Right? Depends on the game, you. I mean, back in the day, I would have said, oh, that sounds like Overwatch by how I was just describing that. But that one is a pay to win. Well, not really. That one's a pay for skins. Yeah. Overwatch 2 is pay to win. That's why I don't play it then. So today I learned that I need to be a lot more careful when going into Hobby Town. Oh, Hobby Lobby. I don't go into Hobby Lobby. Well, I mean, that's kind of what the ownership of Hobby Lobby are more about in that regard. Plus, as far as I know, a lot of their scanning system is completely outdated due in part to the barcode system. Basically, they don't like the fact that the barcoding system is so close to numericals of 666. Which, again, hilarious to me. But that's the reason why they refuse to update into certain barcode systems. I did World of Warcraft for a while, but I would get far into the game, I would forget to talk to people. Oh, really? That's what they did? As well? Fudge. Yeah, there are numerous reasons why I don't go into Hobby Lobby anymore. They bought Holy Relics because they soup the Bible thumpy, but whoopsie. Yeah. There's a reason they have so many sales and such. Now, Hobbytown is a different story. See, as my hobby supply options are super limited, I really don't have as many options. No, I understand that, Snowdens. I can't begrudge you for wanting to take care of yourself, merely just understanding where things are coming from. And basically who the company behind them are. Also, did Hobbytown do something there, Grey Wolf, or was that just a, well, they're not like the Hobby Lobby. Like Michael's. Oh dear. Now I'm scared. What did Michael's do? Oh, you like Michaels. Okay. Whew. As I was about to say, what did they do? Or what are they doing? Sometimes it's weird for the world to see. Hobbytown USA is like a kit store, racing store, but they have tools needed for miniature building and painting. Okay, I was in the... Basically, because of the way we were talking about Hobby Lobby, I thought there was something that had also gone down with Hobbytown. Hey, Wolf.
Let's go!
Thanks for gifting out a sub to Sapphire there. It's greatly appreciated. I know, especially on Sapphire's part, for now, fire is now at Sapphire's control. Oh god, Sapphire has all the power of the fires and the lasers. Whip. I had a good run. Everything over here was doing fine. I think I'm gonna need a vacation. I don't know why we installed the laser cannons when I'm here. Oh well.
I always focus on the details. I get obsessive like a one track. You always live inside the moment.
God, I see that Ketsune thing, and I just can't help but hear that anime laugh at laugh as things are just going. Because you can shoot the lasers out from the tail now.
I'll be there to catch you if you need me now. You won't wait long if you crash on down. I'll be there to catch you if you need me now. You won't wait long if you crash on down.
There we go. All right.
Don't have the energy we used to. I miss when we would see the sunrise. Still got that feeling, it's the real truth. Whoa. If you cry,
Just give back to the community, helping me so much with the librarian model. I'm not sure you've been here since I made the trip. It's in South Dakota now. Using logic. All with me saying I just got back from Sioux Falls and whatnot. Wait for those to finish drying just a little bit. All right. May I ask a favor? It's perfectly okay if not, and I don't know if it's against the rules, could I guide? Oh, so picking out a raid of where we're going to go? Okay. Yeah, sure. I was going to look at who was on to see who was it, so, hey. I don't have a problem with that. But what you're saying here, Hellman, is that you want me to end the stream right now, then? Is that what you're telling me, Hellman? Is that what you want me to do right now, Hellman? Is it, Hellman? Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. I can do that. You're now in my brain. Scottish hillman. All right. I do need to get the gut armor there. Wait, you've been a Brit this whole time? I feel like I've been lied to! Sapphire, you gotta put an extra star in there. Hey there, non-binary. Oh! I know exactly who that one is there, Hillman. Dropped in not too long ago. Yeah, no problem at all. Actually, they're a follower of the channel now, so heck yeah. At 100, he said he'd do a 10-hour stream. As someone who's done a 15 out of 24-hour stream, that's a fun one. In 1999, the Scottish government banned smoking in many spaces, leading to private places like the zoo also banning smoking. Huh. Interesting. A week later, the penguins at the zoo began acting strangely, becoming grumpy, irritable, and eating less food. It was discovered they were experiencing nicotine withdrawals? The poor penguins! Oh no! It'd have made you instantly Aussie. I mean, if you were looking for your friends, sure. If you're elsewhere around the world, it's a horrible thing. Flipper was flipping out. Good lord. Detoxing penguins. Oh, good lord. British also say can't. Does it have the same meaning as the one down in Australia? Because I've been told it does not. Yeah, the one down at I've been informed by the Aussie friends, their version means friend. And it's not a reference to the female genitalia. Poos. I'm not poozing this one. But by standards, no. By grammatical standards, apparently, yes. That. Congrats on making a prison Clooney a semi-functional country. A prison colony. Eh. I don't know. I think Ireland will be all right. Oh, that was bad. I am going to get beaten up for that one. Which Ireland? Fair point. Hey there, Gecko. How's it going? I got really great news and even better news. All right, start with the good news and get to the better news. I've gotten a started collection Lizardman box, and I've gotten in the second best economic school in the country. Woo! Congrats to you on both counts there, Gecko. There are only 5 schools, but still, and thank you. Hey, the fact that it's still the number 2 is a very good thing. Don't anyone knock you for it. And just because it's number 2 doesn't mean it doesn't produce number 1. In the field. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, we're almost done painting in the rocks. Well, almost. Eep. Yeah. Oh, anonymous. I'm intentionally telling you, hey, I have a surprise for you. Then instantly, oh! That's usually how it goes. There we are. There we go. Oh. Oof. Pop that neck of mine. He has 2 more hours. He's doing speed painting challenge, so he will be streaming for 14 hours. Woof. That's impressive. Almost as impressive as my ability to always find a way to do the end of the stream, everyone! I have my good times and such to do for these segues there. But yes, I am indeed fact going to bring our stream today to a close. But let's go ahead and, as I have agreed, we're going to do a raid on over to the Chronicler. Ooh, some fancy looking models here. So let's go ahead and get this raid started. So, I shall return here in a couple of hours to finish up work on the orcs, because we're going to start work on the characters now. The Mech Boy, Makari, and Gazgul are all going to find their way onto the tabletop. So until then, everyone, you take care of yourselves, you keep safe, and remember, you rock this world out in your own way. Until the morrow / later tonight, farewell!